right, you guys. Hi, this is Christina Delgado, and welcome to our September 18th team call. This was actually like an emergency team call that we decided we needed this week because if you didn't realize, last week probably 80 to 90% of our team was affected by Hurricane Irma. And I feel like even the other 20 to 10% that weren't in the path of the storm were also affected, because raise your hand if you felt like your energy was just completely sucked out of you because of all the events that were happening in our lives in the last week. Like, even right now, I'm sick. I literally have caught a cold. My sister caught a cold. And I think it was all the stress that we were under for Hurricane Irma, and where for like, I want to say the first time in 7 years in my business, my priority completely shifted away from the business for a hot moment while we prepared, while we got water, while we did all these things. So I want you, those of you that are on this call, those of you that are going to listen to the recording, to understand that it's okay. It's okay that we took a moment to protect our families, that we took a moment to take care of the things that were of utmost importance, getting ready for Hurricane Irma and then living through Hurricane Irma. And we got to say a little prayer tonight for Puerto Rico, who's going to get hit by another Category 5 storm. It's unbelievable what's happening. But you guys, what we just went through, whether you were in the path of the storm or not, it emotionally takes a toll on you. Do you guys agree with that? Right? So we called this meeting because we need to kind of shake that off. We need to reflect. We need to learn from those experiences and understand that, hey, you guys, life is going to happen. It might not be like a massive hurricane that's going to affect 90% of our team directly. It might not happen again. I hope that never does. But that things do happen in our lives, right? There's going to be illnesses. Look at me, I have a cold. I was like so prepared to come out guns blazing this week and just slaughter the end of September, and I have this massive cold. Look, I have my booger rags right here. Like, it's horrible. But you guys, life happens. We have to, what the purpose of this call is to make sure that you understand that you're normal for feeling overwhelmed. You're normal for feeling like maybe you lost a little bit of momentum in your business, but that we're in this together, that we can regroup, that we can push forward, that we can regain our momentum, and that we can end September and the last quarter of the year on fire. Do you guys agree with me? That we can do that? Abso-freaking-lutely. So everybody just shake it off. I swear to God, just lift your hands, shake it off, 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 shake it off. Irma is in the past, and we are moving forward. So I hope you guys are with me on that. And here is my DJ. Say hi, DJ.
Hi.
All right, now go to bed.
No.
All right, let's take care of a few announcements before I get into the meat of this call, which is to celebrate and to learn from the incredible Get Shift Done team from the Team Cup, which ended up number 8 in the entire network. Like, do you guys want to hear from that team that absolutely crushed it in the team? I know I do. I'm like giddy to learn from Veronica and the crew on what they did to, like, seriously, like, just slay the Team Cup. So some announcements before we get into that. Number 1 is Super Saturday. Super Saturday is this weekend. Now, I know it's confusing because in Miami, it's Super Sunday, but you guys, this is a big weekend. We haven't had a Super Saturday in a few months, and so everybody needs to show up. Whether you're in Miami, whether you're in New York, wherever you are, you need to get to an event. You guys, we have got to get back to our roots. We have got to get back to basics. And one of the basics of our business is attending live events. Raise your hand if a live event helped transform your business. Right here. right here. I went to a Super Saturday because my sister invited me to Super Saturday, and it literally changed my life because it gave me a grand picture for what this business can offer, right? So this weekend, hold on one second, you guys. Hey, babe, can you grab DJ? So sorry. I'm like all the way back here. I don't know if Daddy can hear me. But you guys, it's so important that you go with your father. It's so important that you guys get registered for the event closest to you. Hey, this is how we roll, right? We have kids that aren't asleep yet. We're just going to deal with it. Super Sunday in Miami, we have Jericho from Quarter Force coming. We have Tulin and we have Alyssa Schumacher coming in. Like, this is going to be an incredible event that you guys need to attend. And we just received word this past weekend that they're sending in a ton of samples of Daily Sunshine for us to try at our Miami Super Saturday or Sunday. Okay, it's gonna be on Sunday, not Saturday. But this is huge so that you guys can taste Daily Sunshine, so that you can start giving it to your children. I know it's made a huge difference in Marley's diet already. You guys, this is super important stuff. One thing I need to note, and I need your help in passing this information to the rest of the team. It will be blasted on social media, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. The event location for Super Sunday in Miami has changed. You guys pay attention. We are no longer at the Marriott because of the hurricane and some construction that they had going on in the ballrooms. The ballroom is not going to be ready, so we are shifting gears and moving the event to the DoubleTree Miami. We will post details, do not worry, but we need you guys to help us spread the word to your teams, to your guests, to whoever's going with you, that our event will now be at the DoubleTree. Okay, everybody good on that? All right, number 2, tomorrow is the Beachbody On Demand sneak peek of Clean Week. Okay, I was messaging my sister this afternoon about this because I really do think that this can be a game changer for our team if we get good at capitalizing on what is coming on October 3rd, which is Clean Week. Some coaches have been asking, what is Clean Week? Well, briefly, go with that. Briefly, it is basically Beachbody's response to clean eating groups, right? We all host clean eating groups. We host free groups as a funnel for our new customers, right? To introduce customers to what you do as a coach. Well, now we're going to have a little package called Clean Week, and it's going to give you access, your customers access to Beachbody On Demand. It's going to give them 7 samples of Shakeology and a nutrition plan to follow for 7 days. This is going to be packaged, going to be perfect for us to host our clean groups with it, and I think it's going to be a big game changer. So stay tuned, because we're going to create a plan for the team to really capitalize on the launch of Clean Week on October 3rd. Obviously, we're going to have to move fast because we're going to need to start prepping our customers for this by the end of September. Is everybody with me on that? If you want more information on Clean Week, just go into the FAQs. Literally in your Breaking Coach News, you'll see a link right at the top that says about the sneak peek, and that sneak peek will also give you the FAQ to all of the information on Clean Week. It's going to be good. You guys pay attention to these things. We can't ignore the new stuff that's coming out, right? You just can't ignore it. My sister created a launch plan for 80-Day Obsession as well. Now you're saying, but 80-Day Obsession is not coming out until January. Well, yeah, but Autumn is telling everyone in the world that you got to get ready for 80-Day Obsession, right? So we have to get our customers doing the 21-Day Fix, doing Chisel, doing 21-Day Fix Extreme, so that come January, they're ready. So you need to be not only talking about 80-Day Obsession, but also saying, okay, if you want to do that, then you're going to have to do this now, right? So think like a business owner as you are going through the next couple of months, because it will set you up for an awesome January if you not only capitalize on Clean Week, but you also capitalize on the launch of 80 Days Obsession. And then two very minor things. This weekend, we experienced phase one of our big $100 million tech upgrade. You guys, this is going to be a big deal. We're getting ready for the launch in the UK. Diesel Nation already has big plans for that, but the technology upgrades are coming. This is going to not only give us a better coach online office, but also oh my God, much better shopping experience for our customers. Okay, they're going to actually be able to buy a lot of things together, not just a challenge pack and then have to do another order for anything else. They're actually going to be able to order a bunch of products all in one, like they should be, and it's going to be fantastic. And then lastly, on September 14th, the 10% discount went away. This is great news for coaches. Make sure that if you had any Beachbody On Demand customers that were enjoying that 10% discount, now is the time that you talk to those customers about the discount of becoming a coach. Do you guys understand what's there? Because club membership had with it a 10% discount on our products. When that 10% discount went away, now those customers are going to be billed full price for Shakeology. They did receive notification on that, but this is a great opportunity to expand your team by offering these customers the coaching discount, which obviously exceeds the 10% club membership discount. Okay, you guys, let's talk Team Cup. Let's talk to Team Get Shift Done. I want to talk to first Veronica. Where are you? Are you unmuted, Veronica? There she is.
I am.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, I'm not gonna talk because I need her and her girls to talk. There's gonna be a little Q&A going on, but just to give you some perspective, Veronica is part of Team Diesel Core. She's actually Monica Lopez's sister. I love the fact that we have now like a bunch of like powerhouse sister teams on Diesel Nation. That gives me goosebumps. Veronica's absolutely killing her business this year, you guys. She's ranked 254th in the entire network, really coming out this year on fire. I've never seen anything like it. Sponsoring over 10 coaches a month. Like she got it, right? Like something happened in her brain that she got it. She understands the business. And what's cool about that, and I hope everybody realizes that when you become a coach, that doesn't happen like on day one. It kind of takes a while to get it, but when you do, and Veronica can share a little bit about that, like it's like, oh, okay, I got it, boom. And then your business starts to take off, right? So you got to get there. You got to allow yourself to grow into that. Anyway, that's like a squirrel moment for me, but I just wanted to mention that it's really been an honor to see what Veronica has done in her business this year. But anyway, Team Cup came around, and Veronica compiled a team of powerhouse coaches that ended up 8th in the entire company, you guys. Number 8. And what made this super special was that it was Team Get Shift Done from Diesel Nation, our organization, were the only US-based team in the top 10. All other 9 teams were from Canada. If you guys know the history of the Team Cup, those Canadians, I don't know what they snort during Team Cup month, but they are always in the top 10. But we had a team end up in the top 10, and that was Veronica's team. So I'm going to turn it over to Veronica. I want her to kind of give us an insight as to how did this happen? Because coming into this call, Irma, all this stuff where we're all frazzled and needing inspiration to move forward. I want to know, what did you do, Veronica? What did you do to your team? And how did you guys strategize to have such a powerful Team Cup month? So take it away.
All right. So thank you, Christina. I'm not going to lie. I am extremely nervous. I'm sure a lot of you guys, when you're doing your calls, you get the same way. So first of all, thank you, Christina, for inviting me and my team. I really hope you guys take a lot out of this. So the question is my overall mindset. And when Christina had told me to talk about that, coming into August, what my mindset was, it wasn't just August, okay, Team Cup, turn on mindset. It was a lot of buildup to get to where I am today. So I know we can get into the old school story, but basically I became a coach long time after my sister. She was already kind of a veteran coach when I decided to become a coach. And my expectations when I came in were up here. And when I realized that I wasn't, meeting my expectations as my sister was, I quickly started to kind of go down, and I kind of had that shift going down. And then it wasn't until I want to say about a year and a half ago. No, I'm sorry, about a year ago, that I finally stopped throwing the pity party. I know a lot of us, we throw that pity party and we feel sorry for ourselves, and we compare ourselves, we compare our business. So it started there. My mindset started then. It started then, and I stopped. I started to truly, wholeheartedly, with all my heart, believe. So my overall mindset, it was that I believed in me. I believed in this company. I believed in what we stand for. It wasn't, when I first joined, I had that superficial belief. And I'm sure you guys can relate to that, because when you're in, you kind of like have your hamster wheel running like mile an hour, and you want that big goal that everybody that you're seeing, that big goal the reason you joined was because you saw a Christina, because you saw a Monica, because you saw a Becky. We joined because of that. And for the longest time, I wanted that, but I kept comparing my chapter 1 to their chapter 20. And I know you guys hear that a lot. And it's almost cliche. It's almost like repetitive, but it took me hearing that a million times to finally get it. And I finally get it. So I threw away my negativity. So what started for me, I would say my mindset, it started here. It started in my heart. I started first my belief. I had to believe in myself, because nobody else was going to do it for me. My sister wasn't going to do it for me. She wasn't going to send me her customers. Like, I had to believe in myself. So my mindset started here. I had to true-heartedly believe. And then with that belief, I had the company, which my belief was my platform, right? And Beachbody gave me the tools that I could use. These were, because Beachbody is simple. It's simply tools. It's tools for us. And I use those tools to help other people. So in the long run, these tools that Beachbody gave us, I was helping myself. And I believed by helping myself and being proof of the product, being consistently and being showing up every single day. Because I'm not gonna lie, guys, and I don't know where everybody here stands, but when I first started the business, I kept telling myself that, oh, but I'm doing it and it's not working. But I really wasn't doing it. Who was I lying to? Like, in the end of the day, like, who was I fooling? I wasn't hurting anybody but myself, So it took a lot of self-reflection to get the mindset that I have today. It took a lot of, and I could you not, I used to like hate it, but when I would come to my sister and be like, oh, this isn't working, and complain, the one thing she would say, and that would get me so mad, was, what book are you reading? What's your PD look like? And now I get it, guys. I get it. So I stopped, like I said, I stopped throwing those pity parties, and I dove headfirst into PD. And PD brought this belief, and it how can I say, it released I felt free. I finally felt it. And I at this point, I wasn't competing. I was doing this for me. I was doing this for me. Who cares if, Fulanito didn't join me? Who cares if Maria mocked me? I didn't care anymore. I believed in this, and I believed in the company, and I believed in the product. So I believed, and by that belief, by that faith, having that blind faith, because in the beginning, you don't see it. It's blind. Nobody else sees it, but you're the only one that is capable of seeing it. Now, how do you get other people to see what you see, right? That in the end of the day, that's what we're here. That's what we're trying to figure out. How do I get people to see what I see what this company has to offer, see what, the potential and the healthy lifestyle that I can lead? How can I get others to see what I see that's not there yet? So basically, by being able to have that faith, I started developing little work habits. And again, I think big part of it was believing that it wasn't going to happen overnight. Like, I had to stop thinking it was going to happen overnight. Again, it was down to comparing my chapter now to Becky's chapter 20. In the end of the day, like, I had to stop and see what I was really doing, And so I started developing by the belief, by having faith. I started to develop habits. Now, not habits that I was doing once a week, not habits I was doing, one day for 5 hours and then going, oh, all right, I'm burnt out, I'm done for the rest of the week. I can, chill and watch Netflix all week long, because I gave 3 hours a day. No, I was able to develop work habits that changed my mindset that changed me to believe that. And I know I'm going in circles right now because I'm trying to express what the difference. There's a difference between, what you believe in fuels your mind. And if you're not constantly working at it every single day, your mind will start to down your belief, if that makes sense. If I'm making sense, please raise your hand. Because in the end of the day, guys, where is your faith? In the end of the day, it's where what do you believe? What do you believe in? What do you believe when it comes to Beachbody? What is your why? Why are you here? You guys are all on this call for a reason. Why are you here? So if you're obviously, you have some sort of belief. Now, use that belief to fuel your mindset, and then just keep going at it. And I'm telling you guys, with consistency, with constant day in and day out, that constant every single day, eventually you'll get to the point that your belief system far outdoes your doubt and far outdoes your thought, you're a failure and all those things. And you start to be...
Let me can I jump in 1 second? Are you there?
Yes.
Don't mute yourself, because I'm going to ask you some questions. Clearly you had a mindset shift, which is necessary in this business, where your belief system becomes so powerful that it actually comes out of you, even when you're not speaking. Like, that passion for Beachbody just pours out of your skin, the way that you write on social media, and I saw that shift in you. Now, at some point, when that occurred, you started attracting people into your business, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
Right. You started attracting people like the ones you had on your cup team, right? And I know not all of those coaches are PS coaches, correct?
Right. Right.
So talk to us about when you guys built this team, right? And I know you said it was a process to get to August, and I totally understand that. But when you built this team, what was your strategy on, was your strategy win the competition? And then if it was that, what did you tell these coaches? Because those listening on this call, I think, have one question: how, right? I know I work this business, right? I know how to hit Success Club. I know what it takes to hit SC10 every single month, but it is also quite different teaching that, right? To get from how I do it to now duplicating how do you do it, right? And we can say, you know, all the training's available, but you did something special here. Like, you can't deny that you five did something special. You not only crushed it in selling challenge packs, but you crushed it in rank advancement. So help us understand how you transferred your belief to these coaches. Gina, Gina, Donna, Yvette, and Lori. Maybe you guys can have a discussion about this, and teach us, what is it that you did?
Okay, Christina, to be honest, when I got together with these girls, when we got on our first call together, the one thing that we just said was, guys, I want those 2 prizes. I mean, in the beginning, it was, the last 2 team cups that we've had, you know, the success wasn't as good. And so when I got these girls rallied up and I said, guys, let's just focus. Let's just first focus, and let's only solely focus on hitting Success Club, each and every one of us, so we can get the individual Success Club prize and the t-shirt prize. And then it started happening around after week 2, when we saw we were like number 24 in the Southeast region. We were like, whoa. And that was when I was like, we need to talk, guys. I think we can do this. I know we can do this. And it was that we just every single one of these girls, from that moment on, we were all on the same page. Our communication was day in and day out. Communication was key. I mean, I knew we knew what was going on with everybody. And it was then that we decided we're gonna give those Canadians a run. We're gonna do this with all we've got.
Yeah. So some things that I'm hearing is, number one, I think it was very clear at the beginning of this call that what you think is important is having a solid belief system in yourself and in the company. And you just said one word that I repeat all the time and has actually been a very big theme since I started the 80-day obsession test group, which is you have to make a decision. And you just said, we made a decision to win, to go all in. We made a decision. And it's not I'm going to dip my toe in the sand. No, it's I'm going to jump in the ocean. And that's how serious I am about this. I've made a decision and this team made a decision. Now, Gina, I know you wanted to say something. If you want to unmute yourself, you can.
Yeah, no, I think Veronica touched upon what I was going to jump in with. I think we all did come in with that mentality of, let's just hit Success Club. All of us want this, both prizes, the individual and the team cup, and the team prize, not really with the expectation that we would hit top 10. However, all 5 of us that are in that are on the team, we bleed Beachbody Blue. We all believe in the company. We all believe in ourselves, and we all believe that, in consistent action. So, we all knew that we were going to hit Success Club. And as Veronica said, I think it was at the end of week 2 when we said, hold on a minute, we can do this. And I also, something you mentioned that I wanted to touch upon. Yes, we all know how to hit Success Club, but I think something that I didn't know getting into Team Cup was the points, the rank advancement points as well, which really helped, catapult the points up, because Donna rank advanced to Diamond.
Yeah.
Because one of her PS coaches advanced to Emerald, and then rank advanced me, so that gave me points, and then and gave Veronica points as well. So all those rank advancements within the team gave us a lot of Team Cup points, and this is knowledge you can use for your next Team Cup, but it's also a reflection of how the business works. It's all in teamwork. I mean, just because one of, the downlines rank advance, just it really trickles up all the way. So that, that's something about the strategy a little bit more specific that I wanted to touch upon.
Yeah, Gina, I love that you brought that up, because that's a part of the Team Cup that really isn't like talked a whole lot about. It's this rank advancement kind of flow that happens with points, and how regardless of it not being a Team Cup month this month or the next month, we for those of you that are new on the call, there's Team Cups basically twice a year. We just had it this past month. This is what we're talking about today. We're just talking strategy, but how this whole business really is a team effort, right? That we feed, number one, in the overall big picture, we feed off each other's energy, right? When energy is down of the leader, then that trickles down as well. When energy is up of the leader, it trickles obviously that way too. But how rank advancements and also leadership ladder advancements are all a team effort, right? We all have to come together to make it happen. And that's what builds character. That's what builds culture. That's what builds this camaraderie that we are in this together. We are family, you guys. My success is your success. Your success is my success. And you have to be vested in that. So Gina, I really, really love that point. Now, Veronica or Gina, help me out here. Was there anyone on your Cup team that was a new coach that maybe 6 months into the business?
Donna and Lori.
Okay. So Donna, can you unmute yourself? I want to talk to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Donna, how are you? Congrats on achieving Diamond as well. I know that you guys totally rocked your rank advancements, but how long have you been a coach, Donna?
I have been a coach since April.
Wow, that's amazing. And so talk to me a little bit about your experience in the Team Cup, kind of what your goals were, and then kind of get into the nitty gritty of what were your invites like how many were you trying to accomplish, so that the coaches understand what it takes to hit Success Club.
Okay. Well, thank you again for having us. This is so exciting. I still am in awe that we ranked so high in the Team Cup. It's when I tell you guys, and I tell my challengers and my new coaches the same thing, you can accomplish whatever you set out to, because this not necessarily was on my radar, but as we got into the competition and I realized how well we were doing, we set out to make top 10 and we made it. So it's you really put out in the universe what you want to receive, and it happens. It's it happens.
That's amazing.
So yeah, it's cool. So, okay. So I started going into Team Cup. Honestly, I didn't know anything about the rank advancement points. My goal was to make Diamond in July. This is really going to make y'all laugh. I was working my husband's leg, so I had his second coach to sign, which would have made him Emerald, making me Diamond. And it was July 30th or whatever. And I'm well, that's weird. His rank hasn't changed. So I look into it further, and the challenger who signed, or the coach, signed as a challenger. And he told me the last minute he saw some, hidden fees. And he was a veteran, so it would have been waived anyway. So I was crushed, because I thought, no, that was my guy to move us all up. So there is a silver lining here, because if I would have advanced earlier, we wouldn't have gotten all those points that we got, which helped us achieve that level for August. So, everything happens for a reason, and that I'm thankful that guy didn't sign as a coach. So yeah, going into August, the rank advancement points were kind of a surprise, which bumped my contribution up, and we all hit Success Club 10. And then at some point, like Veronica said, we realized how close we were on the board. And I just knew, actually, I'm not lying. I was still just kind of throwing invites out there. And August was awesome for me because it was my birthday month. So I had ammunition with social media. It was I was celebrating my birthday. It was a big birthday. I turned 40. So I was I was creating a story for people to follow. And I was doing things that I have never done. I joined a competition to do a fire truck pull. And I'm just like posting all these ridiculous activities that people were like, they like to follow interesting stuff. So if I can give any kind of advice with your posting and invites, it's constantly change it up, be creative, do things that you wouldn't normally do that show, your physical fitness has improved. And I'm not just, posting Flex It Fridays, but I'm posting like me and a female team pulling a fire truck, and people are like, you want that wow factor. Cause for me, that's really been huge in spreading my belief in what we do. So as we got later into the competition, me and Veronica, Gina, we were all kind of like right there at the top, and I knew I was going to max out, and I wasn't going to stop until I got my 35 points. So up until the last night, all of us were like balls to the wall. We didn't stop until midnight, and we were like laying out the rebates and the people we had lined up that was waiting for payday. No, we're going to sign you tonight. We're signing you tonight.
So these are the strategies that you guys employed, and a lot of what you just said was you were using sense of urgency, right? Like you had a goal, and so you were being honest with your prospects. A lot of times I love this. I'm kind of like eliciting stuff from you guys, but a lot of times we don't communicate. We don't communicate well with the people we want to help and that actually reached out to us, right? And sometimes you just got to say, hey, I need your help. I know you want to start my challenge group, and so I want you to process your challenge pack tonight, because not only is it going to help you, but it's also going to help me, and let's do this together as a team, right? Like sometimes when I am just honest about it, people are like, oh yeah, I mean, I could totally do that now as opposed to waiting till tomorrow or next week. So be 100% forthright. And not only in a Team Cup month, the purpose of this call, you guys, I hope you understand, is not just to showcase how amazing these 5 ladies are, which they are. Let's be clear. I mean, what they did was heroic, right? What they did last month, but that you can do this all the time. You can act in your business like if it's a Team Cup month all the time. You can use these tools. You can use this mindset and all of this every single day. I always have a good group of coaches hitting Success Club during Team Cup, and then the next month they fall off. And I don't want that to happen. That's why we called this meeting. I want everyone to get this energy, to get these tips and these tricks and all these things to move the ball forward in September, so that it's not just something that happened way back then. No, it's something that's going to happen consistently in your business, right? When you put energy, when you put focus into your business as if it's a Team Cup month, you can be successful continuously. So let's talk quickly to Yvette and Lori. Are they on? And then I'm going to turn it over to Becky, who's going to close us off.
Hi.
Hello. Hey, Yvette.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Congratulations on a fabulous Team Cup.
Thank you. They pretty much said a lot. What I realized was I myself was holding myself back. Like every month, the most I had ever made was SC6, and that urgency and that not wanting to let everybody else down really catapulted me to step out of my limits, like you guys say, always to step out of your comfort zone. Yeah. Really, you have to do it. I mean, I felt so intimidated to start sending out those invitations that I was kind of like Veronica says, you're doing it, but you're not really doing it. And I realized, just to make myself more comfortable, I put a video out there. I said, I feel so wonderful. I want everybody to know how wonderful and amazing and how much has changed my life, that I'm going to send everyone an invitation. So I kind of put it out there so that people wouldn't think, oh, she's targeting me because she thinks this, or which again, were limits I'm putting on my own mind. But it eased me enough where I felt comfortable to really reach out to everybody since I had put it out there.
Can I stop you there? Because that's brilliant. Sure. So you said you went live first, basically telling everybody, I feel great, I feel amazing, this is what I'm doing. I want everyone to feel, and I'm obviously paraphrasing because I didn't see it. I would love to see it. You said, this is what I've been doing. I feel great. And I'm going to be messaging you. Like, you basically give people a warning. Like, I'm going to be writing. That's pretty brilliant, Yvette. That's awesome. And so did that strategy help?
Yes, because it totally enabled me to reach out to everybody. I already told you I'm going to do it. So now here's my invitation. And people that I didn't know, and people really are watching you. Like, you guys say it all the time, but it's true, because people I didn't think were even out there were reaching out to me too. So it kind of like opened that line of communication. And so it seemed to really catapult my business, you know.
Kind of like ripped the comfort zone Band-Aid right off.
Yes.
And you just went for it. So how many Success Club points did you end up with?
I think it was 18.
Wow.
Was that what it?
Fantastic.
That was the most I had ever done.
That's fantastic. Congratulations. Wow.
Thanks.
Awesome. Yvette, thank you for sharing that. You guys, I don't know if you heard that tip, but that was pretty money right there. That's like something that I had never thought of doing. I think I might try that technique as well. You go live, you tell them what you're going to do so that there's no surprise, right? So that's really, really wonderful. Thank you. All right, is Lori on? Lori, last but not least.
Hi.
Hey, Lori, how are you? Or it's Laura, but you go by Lori?
Yeah.
Okay. So how long have you been a coach?
Since January.
Okay, so fairly new as well. So talk to me about your experience with the Team Cup. And I also want to know, like, how's your business doing right now? And how are you forging through into September?
Well, one thing that I've had to learn throughout the months is that you can't count people out right away. Like, I was always saying, they're not going to be into this. They're not going to be interested, before I would even ask them or follow up with them. And a lot of times all the people need is just a little push or just a question. And then you're going to get people that you never thought were even interested, so you can't count people out before you even try. And, and also I've learned that this organization is really, it's a team, and we all help each other. And if something's not working, you just talk to each other and, be yourself and try something else. And, everyone's here to help everybody.
That's awesome. Were you consistent in hitting a Success Club up to the Team Cup? Or was it something that you were like kind of mentally struggling with?
No, I've kind of made that my goal. I've made Success Club every month so far, so I want to keep that going. And
good for you.
With the hurricane and everything, it's been hard, but I know, we still have 18 days left, we were saying. So we have enough time, now to push hard, through the end of the month, because a lot can even happen in one day.
So talk to me a little bit about that, because I know that so many of us, myself included, you guys, I know a lot of times some people think that I am just like, go. And I have literally been knocked on my butt because of this storm and taking a step back and having to reprioritize and no power. And man, there's coaches on our team. Amy Coppola just got her power back 15 minutes before the call started. This is serious stuff we're talking about here. So Lori, what can you share that kind of flip the switch for you and you're now back to working your business? What was that?
Well, what I did was I saw how can I relate the hurricane and what I'm going through to what everybody else is going through too. We all ate a bunch of crap the past week. We ate, food. We didn't have power. We were stressed out. So other people have to be feeling the same. And now we all are getting back to normal, school starting. So now's a good time for everybody to get back on track. And I posted a picture about, eating too much. Now we need to get back on track. And a lot of people right away, yes, me too. I ate too much and too many snacks lying around. You just have to be yourself and relate to, what's going on with everybody.
Awesome. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. That's a great tip, you guys. I know a lot of coaches are doing 3-day refresh challenges, clean eating challenges, just to get people back into the mindset of a routine, because what just happened to us basically knocked everybody out of a routine. So think about things like that I love how, Lori's being intentional about her business and her social media. It's not just, everything's perfect in my world. It's not perfect for us right now. We just dealt with a major catastrophe, and we have to relate, right? When you relate to your audience, that's when you build trust. I'm really big into that. You got to relate to your audience. It's actually quite difficult for some of us that are in the 80-day obsession group to be relatable right now, because we couldn't eat double stuffed Oreos the whole time that the hurricane was going on. We had to be on point. We had to push play with no power. We had to do it all. So you guys, kudos to you. Veronica, I want to turn it back one more time to you, and then I'm going to turn it over to close us off. But I wanted to ask you if you could give me, 3 tips to this team tonight on what to do to hit Success Club in September. What would you say?
Put me on the spot. No, okay. 3 tips. I would say do not stop until September 30th at 11:59 o'clock at night. Do not stop. I have personally myself hit Success Club in the last 3 days of a month, leading all the way to 0. And then the last 3 days of the month, hitting like Success Club 12. So if there's one thing I can say, do not stop, but start tonight. Start now. Start yesterday. So it's not wait until the end of the month. It's start now and don't stop. 2, I would say, just believe that it will happen. Wholeheartedly believe that it will happen if you are doing everything right, and you are if your belief system is there, then just believe it'll happen, because it will. It will happen. And 3, I would say,
I got this one.
Go for it.
Personal development and massive action. For me, that's a game changer. And I was the girl rolling her eyes every time somebody said personal development. I was that girl like, oh, here she goes again. But for me, September has obviously been really hard for everybody, because not only with the hurricane, no lights, but you also don't want to come across as insensitive. People who are out there trying to get water, trying to get gas, they don't want to receive a message like, hey, you want to join my challenge group? It's not okay in my book. Yeah. So, today I woke up SC0 still. And in part, I was like, all right, we've got 12 days left. I've got more than enough time. And then that little voice saying, holy crap, we're at September 18th and I'm still SC0. What did I do? Put on personal development, took massive action, closed SC2 at noon, and I have an SC4 waiting for the link tonight. 2 challenge packs today. So personal development and massive action, that would be my number 3 advice.
Love it. I was waiting for Veronica to say the PD. I was like, come on. And then Gina came in clutch at the end there. That's awesome. You guys, I really, and energy. Monica, amen. That's why we're on this call, because we need the energy. We need to take back our momentum. We need to take back our energy. And I feel like you guys delivered on that tonight. I really hope that everyone listening, that you share this recording, because what we talked about today was the basics. No bombshell, no surprise secret sauce. It was just the basics. This team ended up number 8 in the entire network, number 1 in the Southeast region, because they wholeheartedly put forth maximum effort in the basics of what grows a Beachbody business. They kept it simple. They utilized each other. They maximized rank advancements. They pushed each other. They communicated. They just acted as a team. So thank you, ladies. Now I'm going to turn it over to my lovely sister. Where are you, Baxter? Who's been doing a lot of mindset training lately. So I wanted to have her come and give us her vibes, because she's totally vibing strong right now. Becky?
Hey sis, so thank you guys. I've been the whole call like, oh my God, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? Because it's hard to plan when you don't know what is gonna be spoken about the whole call. Um, and I found some notes that I had from an old call I did a couple, like a month or so ago. And the top question is, are you a liar? And based on everything that was spoken here today about belief and doubt of holding yourself back, and all of that is self-created. And I've gone through it. I've gone through it multiple times in this business, and a roller coaster ride. But this year, I've taken the time to really get to know myself better and to highlight the things that have held me back in the last like 2 or 3 years, and made a priority to annihilate those things. And it's something that Christy said. It's a decision. You can continue to let the lies control your life and let the lies stop you, or you can make the alternate decision and wake up every day and take control of your mind. Some of the things that I do, and I've been doing since the beginning of the year, but I've stepped it up greatly since the kids started school in August, and it aligns with 80-day obsession, because I believe when your fitness and nutrition are on track, everything else seems to it runs a parallel course, especially when you're not drinking and your mind is freaking clear. Things start to change and your energy changes. But starting your day is the key to everything in this business, because if you start out the day and you let the gremlins on social media and the kids not listening to you, and you didn't sleep well, and all these things that happen every day, because we're all real people, and things, some days you wake up in a shitty mood, things happen. But if you give yourself time and you wake up a little bit earlier, and yes, some people are gonna probably roll their eyes at what I do, but honestly, like my hashtag today, if you don't like it, you can suck it. I really don't care. Grab a journal and start journaling, and give gratitude for the things that you have, from your comfy bed to the fact that you have power, to the fact that you have AC, the fact that you actually woke up today and have another chance to make a difference in somebody's life. Affirmations, write them down. And my first one is always, I am enough, I am more than enough, because that one is one that has always challenged me. So that's the first one. And from there, I just let it flow. I let it flow. And I take half the page for each of them. And I write people's names. I'm grateful for Larry, Chase, Jake, and Roscoe. That's at the top every single day. And then I show gratitude, and I feel it. I not only write it, but I feel it. And that's where the power is. The affirmations, it just strengthens your mindset that you deserve success, and that you are here, you were placed on this earth to do great things. And you need to remind yourself of that, because you're constantly lying to yourself that you suck, that you can't succeed, that I don't deserve to make money, that I can't do this and I can't do that. But that's a lie, because you're lying to yourself about it. You can do it. And the more that you strengthen the muscle of affirmations, of telling yourself that you can, you start your day on a different path. The next thing is, to my intentions for the day. And not only do I write, oh, be productive, be happy, oh, la, 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 like butterflies and rainbows. No, I will approach my day with heart, trust, and love. I will open my heart to people. I will approach my day with positivity and high energy. I will approach my day, and I keep writing, and I keep writing, and I keep writing, whatever comes out. And yes, I will approach my day and be productive and sell 5,000 challenge packs. Whatever you want to write. At the end of last month, I needed to sell 10 challenge packs, and I screwed up at the beginning of the month. I didn't plan, and I messed up, and that put me in a pretty dire situation. And one day I said, you know what? I'm not gonna wait. Today, I'm gonna sell 3 challenge packs. And it didn't happen that day, but it happened the next day, because I kept persisting, and because I wrote it down in my journal, and I said, today, not tomorrow, I will make this happen. And I shared it with a bunch of people, which also strengthened the belief. And the last thing in the journal that's super important, which I'm sure no one has ever thought of doing, is a brag section, because we're really, really good at talking bad about ourselves. And I was just listening to Les Brown before getting on this call, and he says, watch the words that you use about yourself. Today, I talked to somebody on the phone, and she made a mistake, and she said, oh, because I suck. And I'm like, no, you know, like those kind of things we do without even noticing, but we're strengthening this negativity muscle instead of building the positivity muscle. So at the end of the day, I write down things that I'm proud of. From I showed patience, I didn't scream at my kids, or I took a walk with my dog, or I meditated today, or the other day in the Keys, I gave my sister a hug. That's really uncomfortable for me. I wrote it in my journal because I'm proud of that. That is something that I can brag about. So all of those things in unison, they start your day, and it doesn't take that much time. And what the last thing I'm going to say is I invite you to do these things that will start your day, that can completely shift your day, which compounds, and your months, and then turns into you've shifted a whole year, and then it's a whole lifetime that you have shifted. Remember, and I did this assignment with this group that I'm running with Mindy. I invite you to think about what your life is like. Write yourself a letter from the rocking chair. And if you don't make a change in your life right now, what is your life going to look like when you're 90 years old and you're sitting in that rocking chair, looking back on your life, regretting the fact that you didn't take action today?
Bam. Drops the mic. Thank you, Becky. And I'll attest to that hug. It was super awkward. She was like, okay, I'm going to hug you now. No, I love you, sister. Melissa asked a question. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. It says, Becky, can you share somewhere the things you mentioned to journal? Is this from a book?
No, it was from my life coach.
Okay. Do you have those things that you kind of written down?
Like in my journal? Like here? Like examples of what I write?
I guess maybe Melissa clarify on the Diamonds page, and then maybe Becky can help with
yeah, because remember that this is all stuff that I write because it comes out of my heart. Like I sit down and I just write. It's not something that's scripted. It's something that I just write. I am grateful for.
Oh, I guess, okay.
And I list.
Yeah, someone just like gratitude, positive affirmations, and then the brag section.
Yeah, gratitude, affirmations, then my intention for the day, and the brag section.
Okay, there you go. I think that's what she was asking for. So
yeah, okay, sorry. And then the meditation also helps. It's just something that helps me connect, and it's relaxing and clears my mind and really makes me feel good. So why not do things that make you feel good?
Yeah, I love that. So you guys, it's 10 o'clock, and I'm going to end here with a call to action for you to step up your vision, to step up in knowing what you want and why you want it, to step up in your action, to step up in your belief, to step up in talking to people about this amazing company that we get to expand our lives with in so many different ways. Step up. We need more leaders. We need more people with vision, like Veronica, like Gina, like Lori, like Yvette, like Donna. We need more people to step up that believe so much in what we do that they don't care who talks about them. They don't care when they get a no. They don't care about those things that don't make a difference. What they do care is that one person that's going to listen, that's going to say yes, and then that's going to change their life. And the more people that you can get to do that, to profoundly impact their life, your life will be profoundly impacted in turn. You have to stay clear on that. You have to always remember the big picture. And so I'm asking you to step up in your vision for what it is that you want out of life. This business, yes, tonight we talked about Success Club, and we talked about Team Cup, and we talked about the nitty gritty of what it takes to build a business. But realize that all of that is just a small little part of this big picture that you are part of. Tonight, you have a decision to make. You can either take what you learned and listen to and toss it over your shoulder and move on and remain in a state of pity, remain in a state of inaction, remain in a state of whatever state that you are in. Or you can make the decision to draw the line in the sand and move forward, to jump over that line and take people with you on this new journey that you are part of, or this journey that you have been a part of. You guys, we are heading into the United Kingdom in 1 month. In tomorrow, it'll be 1 month until launching in a brand new country, in a brand new continent. This is huge. We have Clean Week, we have 80-Day Obsession, we have Daily Sunshine, we have Double Time, we have new products launching next year that I cannot wait to share with you. Stop sitting on the sidelines. Get up and play the game. We need more leaders. You guys have a great night. I love you. Mwah. Thank you for tuning in, and I will share the recording as soon as I can.